Well. EA are finally looking like they are doing something in terms of updating NBA Live Mobile. This message has appeared in the game and you guys can check it out if you look at the news tab. It says, "Dear players, as we prepare for an exciting new update to NBA Live Mobile, we wanted to share that your in-game currency, including premium currency, that is your NBA cash, will not transfer to the new version. You'll still be able to use your cash currency until September the 9th, 2025. To avoid losing your currency, we strongly recommend spending your remaining balance before the update goes live. This way, you can make the most of your existing currency while it is still available. Thank you for your continued support and dedication to NBA Live Mobile." Now, I do believe this is the first time ever, if I can remember correctly. Someone in the comments down below can correct me, but I do think this is the first time we are ever not having NBA cash transfer over into a new update or a new season. I believe every single season the coins have been sort of hit or miss whether they've actually transferred. Recently they have transferred throughout every single season, but even starting off between season 1 and 2, I think NBA cash has always been around. It's always been converted or transferred over between the seasons. So this is really interesting to see that NBA Live Mobile is not going to carry over your cash in between the seasons. It also says in-game currency, and it does highlight the cash in particular because of course people are spending real money on that, but that does also, I believe, mean your coins won't carry over as well, which I've been saying for a while. I know it's an unpopular opinion that coins shouldn't transfer over in between seasons because it means people start off the season with an absolute ridiculous amount of coins, and then it's kind of no point in trying to grind for coins or anything like that when you've got an absolute ton. It's also really interesting to see that we're getting this information really early on, especially with a date attached to it being September the 9th, 2025. So that is likely when we could expect to see season 10. It's probably not an exact date or anything like that. It might be just a penciled in date for now. It could drop a little bit later than that or something like that, but it is telling you to spend your currency before the update goes live. And it's really interesting if you look within the game itself, if you press on trying to buy some more NBA cash, it doesn't actually let you. There is no way in the game for you to spend real money, whether it be on NBA cash or just packs in general, which I think is a fair thing to do from EA. And I do like the heads up because it does mean a lot of people might have, say, spent a bunch of money between now and September when the game actually updates itself, and then that's pretty much useless. So it's nice to see that EA are giving people the heads up. If you spent money on the game, you've got yourself a ton of NBA cash, make sure you're using it before the end of the season. And that's why we've got all of these NBA cash packs. That's why all of the money offers have been removed. You can see in the game time, which originally I believe did cost money just to buy these tokens, has now been switched to NBA cash. So you can spend your NBA cash in order to do that. Similar changes with the live pass. There is no ability to purchase the recent live pass, and I doubt you'll be able to buy the next one either. It's just simply NBA cash with all of this stuff. Obviously there's this one if you've got the live pass, but you can't unfortunately buy the live pass right now. It's just a little bit unfortunate if you have been saving up and wanting to buy this one or this time around for the live pass, but it is what it is. It's saving your money if that. And I think EA as a company, this is a good move for them being able to do that and just make everyone aware that that is happening. So hopefully if you guys have left your account for a little bit, you want to hop on into the game before the update, you want to use that NBA cash, make sure you're using it. But again, it is a premium currency. People do spend real money on it. Not everyone is just grinding and getting NBA cash completely for free. It is there for you to spend money on and be able to get. So that is really interesting with the currency not actually carrying over. Of course, I can speculate as much as I want as to what the update will be and all that stuff. No one knows exactly what that will be. And I'm pretty sure between now and September the 9th, we will get some more sort of information regarding what will carry over, what the update might look like and all of that stuff. Whenever we get that information, I will of course do a video on that. I don't unfortunately have any extra information. I don't think anyone does who is in the player base, including game changers, have, say, insider knowledge as to what is going on with the game itself. But it is really nice to see that we are getting this announcement, as season 5 to now has pretty much been exactly the same game. Of course, between season 8 and season 9, there was sort of this UI change and all of that stuff. It was just sort of aesthetic looks rather than the game itself being changed. And one thing in particular that might be changed, this again could be 50-50 whether it's changed or not, is the auction house. It could be completely removed from the game. It could also be updated and opened again. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I'm hoping it will be opened again because, of course, if you're starting from 0 coins or whatever in terms of the currencies, hopefully there will be ways on the auction house for you to actually go ahead and build up your coin base, whether that be through buying and selling, maybe even sniping makes a return. We'll just have to wait and see. what happens with the auction house itself. That has been a real sort of big thing when it comes to especially season 9, and recently with the auction house just being down and no real further information about it being down. It was just mentioned that it would be down for maintenance and it's never come up since. So hopefully that might get addressed in the new update itself. But considering we're getting this news early on, considering we are getting probably like a month and a bit advanced warning about this update happening, is a pretty good sign in my opinion, because NBA Live Mobile doesn't really usually do this stuff, especially in recent years. It's kind of been sort of like up to us to guess when this is going to happen, when an update will happen, and when the new season will start. And then of course the lack of sort of communication between the game developers and the player base itself. So it's nice to see we're getting some things here and there. Of course, as always, I will continue to push for us getting more and more stuff. I don't work with EA. I don't really have any connections to them as such. If anyone is watching from EA, then please, can we get some more sort of communication between us and of course the fan base? I do like the fact that they are getting more active on social media. Yes, it's just posting things about the players and new promos here and there, but it's nice that we're getting a tiny bit of communication. And again, this is me coming from a point where it's better than nothing if you think about it. And the game has gone through highs and lows. I've been playing this game since back in season 1, when we've had a completely different game where there were coin packs. There were, of course, the auction house was live, open to everyone, player to player. Every day in a week we'll have different events considering that day, and the game has changed a lot over the years, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. But this is a really interesting decision to have NBA Cash not carry over. And I'm really excited to see what new currencies we'll actually get in the game, and whether we'll get any gameplay updates as well, because the game engine has pretty much stayed the same throughout every single year. So that'd be, of course, another nice thing to have changed going into the next season, because this will be season 10, which will be a big milestone for the game, in my opinion. I'm not going to delve too deep into what I want to see in terms of new updates. You guys can let me know what you think the update will be in the comment section down below. But in terms of new promos, I have seen this comment thrown about a bit in terms of whether we'll get a new promo or whether we won't see another one. Now, at the moment, we have the season celebration promo, which has got some stupidly high overall masters, but the promo is out for another 10 weeks, which I do think aligns with that September update date. So that promo will probably end at the end of the season, as it were. Alongside that, we have of course got other stuff as well. We've still got game time. We've got a couple of other promos going on at the moment. Game time at the moment only goes up to a 99 overall master, compared to, of course, that season celebration going up to 109 overall. But honestly, I'm not too fussed. If we don't get a huge amount of promos between now and the end of the season, it hopefully means EA are working really hard on the update itself, and I wouldn't actually mind that too much. At the moment, we got Live Pass feature collection and game time all running out by the end of June. So maybe we get some new July stuff, although considering you can't buy the Live Pass at the moment with real money, maybe they update the Live Pass for the next month and maybe it's going to just be bought with cash, or maybe they leave it out entirely, because of course people would spend money on it and they could feel that they are being sort of wasting their money, as it were, on a Live Pass that's only going to last a month before all of the stuff disappears. And that comes on to another thing. We don't know what's going to happen with your players and all of your other items, considering that NBA Cash is not going to carry over, because NBA Cash is usually the fail-safe or the guarantee that it will definitely carry over in between seasons. Players are sort of like hit or miss whether they do. Again, they have been carrying over in between seasons recently, but maybe this is just a fresh start for NBA Live Mobile. Maybe everything is going to completely reset. Again, I don't have any extra information about any of this stuff. This is purely speculation, but it's going to be really interesting to see what ends up happening. But I want to hear what you guys have to think about this update and the news in particular about NBA Cash. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I do think a lot of the people watching these videos that I make are free to play, so maybe this doesn't have a massive impact on you. But if you do spend money on the game, what do you think about this? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you not think it's a good idea? What do you think the updates will be? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But if you want to go check out how you can get the season celebration promo masters completely for free, get them upgraded as much as possible, and possibly even get all 5 in one go. The video should be popping up in the bottom left hand corner where I went through all the tips and tricks for this promo itself. Go check it out, and I'll see you guys over there. Peace.